היום, שוב מקוצר זמן, ובהזדמנות אחרת אני מזמין את עצמי לומר לכם את מה שיש לי לומר. President Rotary International Sakuji Tanaka, District Governor Moshe, there's 3 District Governors tonight. District Governor Radu Popescu, where are you, Radu? Yes. And District Governor Laszlo Morawski, coming from Poland. Past District Governors Alex Fogel, past District Governor Yusuf Abu Ramzi Sruji. Yes, he's here. And yes, another guest, past District Governor Ovidiu Kos from Romania. District Governor-elect Shaul De Angeli, past President, dear fellow Rotarians, and last but not least, in a personal touch, please welcome also translator Eiko. Without you from Eiko, we are lost. Dear friends, it's a great honor for us all to have with us tonight the President of Rotary International, Sakuji Tanaka, from the Rotary Club, as you already heard, Yashio in Japan. President Sakuji, this year, President, and I'm honored to serve as Director of Rotary International under leading of our great President, Sakuji Tanaka. Sakuji was trustee of the TRF, the Rotary Foundation, in the year 2006-2010, Director of RI 2003-05, District Governor in 1994-95. Our year, because we have been together District Governors in 94-95, and our theme was Be a Friend, Kun Sadikan Heye Haver. And I think that this theme of our beloved President Bill Huntley was also something for you, President, to think about the theme, because without friendship there will be never peace. And I'm sure that it was one of your thoughts about your lovely theme for this year, Peace Through Service. Sakuji Tanaka was chair of the Dalkan Company and president of the National Household Papers Distribution, vice president of the Yashio City Chamber of Commerce. Sakuji has received the RI Service Above Self Award and the Foundation Citation for Meritation Service and Distinguished Service Award. He and his wife Yoko, and let me say personal words, and it's so pity that Yoko is not with us because she is so lovely, but as Sakuji promised, they will come again. They will come again to our country and with Yoko. And of course, there are Paul Harris Fellows, benefactors, major donors, and members of the Arch Clump Society. President Sakuji has established an endowment fund for Rotary Peace Fellows. Sakuji and Kyoko have been married since 1963. They have 3 children and 7 grandchildren. Please welcome our president of this year, President of Rotary International, Sakuji Tanaka. Thank you.
Thank you for a kind introduction. San, arigato. Good evening. Okay, good evening.
Good evening.
Good. I'm glad to be here tonight in Haifa and to see so many fellow Rotarians. In this Rotary year, I have traveled a great deal, almost every week. I am in a new place. Many of the countries I have visited countries I have never seen before. Every visit is interesting. Everyone is different, but one thing is always the same. Everywhere I go, I am welcomed with a smile by my fellow Rotarians. They are people I have never met, but we share the bond of Rotary membership. This is my first time in Israel, and I am meeting most of you here for the first time. But through Rotary, we are already friends. I was asked to speak tonight about membership, and especially about bringing younger members into Rotary. This is a very important topic for all of us. I hope that all of you know we once had 4 avenues of Rotary service, but we now have 5. Our new avenue of service is service to new generations. When we talk about service to new generations, we are talking about the future of Rotary. We do this by working to meet the needs of children and family in health, hunger, and literacy. We do it through our youth programs. And we do it by remembering that the youth of today are the leaders of tomorrow. This is true for everyone, and especially true in Rotary. We must care for the future of Rotary by bringing in younger members. These days, my job is Rotary, but for most of my life, I have been a salesman. And I learned many lessons in my business that have helped me in Rotary. The first lesson is that being a good salesman is never enough. You must also have a good product. If you are a good salesman, you will make the first sale. But if you do not have a good product, you will only make the first sale. You will not make the second. It is not enough to bring new members into Rotary. We want them to stay. We want the new young members to become old members. We want them to be Rotary leaders in 20 or 30 years. How do we do this? We have to look at our product. We have to look at Rotary, not with our own eye, but with new eye. Some things in Rotary are not problems for us. They are not problems for older members, but they are problems for young people. The people we are trying to attract. In Japan, for example, the club fee is a very big problem. It is a problem that we do not discuss enough with the cost of a meal. Rotary membership fee can be over $3,000 per year. This is not the cost of event or donation to our foundation. With these high fees, it is very difficult for young people to join. In this economy, we all have to manage with less. In the long term, Rotary will be stronger this way. What we can do with a little more money in the club budget is not important. But what we can do. with more young Rotarians is very important. I do not think that the answer to this problem is lower fees for younger members, or lower fees only for the first few years. This can help, but is not the only solution. We do not want Rotary membership to be too expensive for anyone who is qualified and interested. We must look again at our entire club budget and see what items are really necessary. We need to think creatively. We must find ways to do more with less money. We must treat every shekel, dollar, and yen in our club budget as carefully as we treat our own money, if not more. We must also think creatively about our club when we invite a new member to join. And the answer is no. We should ask why. This is not to pressure someone into joining. It is to find out more information. What are the obstacles to membership? Is it an inconvenient meeting time? Is it the amount of time commitment? Is it something else that we have not thought of? Just as important is finding out why members leave. Rotary welcomes 120,000 new members every year. But every year, 120,000 members leave. This is something we must address. If a member leaves your club, it is important to find out why. Even if the decision is made, the information is valuable. Perhaps there is something you can do to prevent another member from leaving for the same reason. We need to ask questions, and we need to open ourselves to the answers. We cannot say, no, we will not do this, only because we have never done it before. Why not have child care at a meeting? Why not involve families in projects? When we talk about the family of Rotary, we must follow our words with action. We must understand that the job of bringing in young members does not end when they join. We must always ask questions. We must always seek feedback, not just one time a year, but constantly. We must ask, what is working well? What is not working? How could we make our clubs more attractive to new and younger members? We also must realize that sometimes the change that is necessary is too much for a club. Its members are set in their way. Too much change will be too hard. Sometimes the answer is to sponsor a new club for younger members. In the family, every generation is equally important. We would never say that the children in the family are less important than the grandparents. They are our future. In Rotary, our new generations are our future. We must treat younger members, Rotaractors, interactors, and youth exchange participants as full members of our Rotary family. The future of Rotary does not depend on us. It depends on them. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President. באופן רשמי אנחנו סיימנו את הטקס. אם יש שאלות